Yes, yes. Here we go. Yes, we're live. We're live. We're live. Saturday afternoon. I hope you're joining us on this beautiful, wonderful, hot summer day. Okay. If you are watching the live replay, so this was shot live, this is a live stream, I'm doing it right now. But if you're watching the replay, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell for notifications so you get all this good content on time into your feed. All right, so let me get into it here. All right, so yes, on there, it said boost your score 55 points. People are coming in now. Hey, good to see you. Hi. Chrissy Bell, good afternoon. Mr. Christmas, good to see you. Got some of the regulars coming in. Super Boss Man, good to see you. You have a question? All right, Super Boss Man, go ahead. As people trickle in, I just wanted to let you know we had a Miss Tuft. She emailed in. She said her credit score just added another 55 points, okay? It's interesting because this credit monitoring service is very interesting. It says you've added 55 points to your credit score this week, up and away. You're on your way to 800 points. She is currently at 730. She says working with you has working on the other two bureaus, but with your guidance on YouTube and your 6-9 package, I've never been this high in my life. So this is great. So I really appreciate her for emailing in and everyone else going this way. And J-Rod as well has gone from 512 to 777. I'm seeing it in the chat right now. And I want to make sure I get to this question that Super Boss Man has as well. Everyone's coming in. Melinda, much love as well. Mark Perez, education time. Yes, indeed. I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you so much. All right, got some people, got the regulars coming in. All right. All right, Mr. Boss Man. Dun-dun-dun. Let me pull up what you get in the letters. All right, so when you're sending out your rounds of letters, you have questions, all right? And what you have is, what is section 609? What is section 611? What is section 604? What is section 1681? We use all of them, right? We use all of them, and they're all at your disposal as far as the Fair Credit Reporting Act, okay? So section 609, section 611, consumer contract with my signature on it. Section 611(5)(a) of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you're required to promptly delete all the information which cannot be verified. Okay. The law is very clear to my their civil liability, right? And the remedy available to me for negligent noncompliance under Section 617. Okay. So we use a lot of the different sections of the code of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Section 6, Section 1, Section 3, Section 4. Okay, so you're kind of wondering, Mr. Big Boss Man, Mr. Super Boss, these are all at your disposal. You can utilize them. They're all part of the 609 letters at 609creditrepair.com, which you can get. You have inquiry removal letters that's section 604. Okay, we quote section 1681. We quote Fair Debt Collection Practices Act sections. Okay, so you have a ton at your disposal in our Beyond Committed package. And if you have any other questions or concerns, always feel free to email me. I'm gonna put my email up here right now so y'all have it. Got a couple of email addresses for you. Great. What credit cards can my sister get with a 400 credit score? 400 credit score. Okay, so sorry to pick up the mic. I don't know if that messes with the sound. Apologize. 400. So it's going to be subprime cards. You can get the My Jewelry Club card, the New Coast Directs, the Ox Publishings. You can get the secure cards. You can get the self lender. You can get the what am I blanking? Oxford, Hutton Chase. So she can get those cards. Okay. In the meantime, on top of that, you want to knock out those negative items as well. I have seen someone email in just from putting on good primary trade lines, paying on time over a couple of months, boosted their score 150 points, and everybody's different, prior to sending out the rounds of letters, right? Like you're saying, what credit cards can my sister get? She gets the credit cards, she gets the self-lender, she gets the secure cards, she gets the Hutton Chases, the New Coast Directs, the My Jewelry Clubs, and her credit goes up. And it helps during that process of rebuilding and repairing and restoring and recovering and maintaining and all that good stuff. So let's see if I missed a couple. If you see me touching the screen, I'm just scrolling. Okay. Stevie King, thank you so much for doing these lives. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for you guys showing up. The thumbs up for you guys. I wish I could give you guys a thumbs up. Okay. All right. With your great advice, I had bankruptcy removed. But, brother, Brandon, my score didn't change. All right. Does this have anything to do with my high utilization? All right. Well, Celeste, it could. It very much so could. You even put in that question, you know, high utilization. You know, high utilization can be crippling, but it's within your control. And we can add, right, My Jewelry Club card and New Coast Direct will both give you 5K in trade lines. And you don't have bankruptcy on there anymore, right? So 5K in trade lines each, that gives you 10,000 more in available credit, which will help your utilization. Pay down some of that utilization, your score will go up. There's also other ways to boost your score, like we've seen with the self-lender, getting other items deleted as well. Getting that bankruptcy off is phenomenal. Congratulations. And continue to repair, rebuild, restore, and correct negative items and get negative items deleted. Yes, you got it. You definitely got it. All right. All right. Bigville, the senator. All right. Let's check systems and make sure to run you through that real quick. I'm sorry if I'm typing too loud here. Email there as well. You need to check systems, get yourself a bank account, okay? Check systems, we're gonna freeze up LexisNexis for check systems, guys. I know we don't talk too much about check systems because a lot of y'all got your bank accounts squared, but if you're in this weird, you can't get a bank account like this individual who asked about check systems, or you got this second chance bank accounts and these weird high fee bank accounts, you probably in check systems and potentially early warnings. Okay, so we have letters for that. And with this, you want to freeze up LexisNexis. Surprisingly enough, if we haven't talked to you, haven't heard this before, LexisNexis is how check systems verifies. Without that, my partner, my business partner, she tried to get a bank account and her LexisNexis was frozen. We're like, what? Oh, that's right. Y'all look at the check systems. Y'all actually looking through LexisNexis. Unfroze the LexisNexis was good to go. But we have information on them. They're just a little bit different. Of course, they're under the same guidelines, but you want to have their address. You want to have that all squared away. We have them in the Beyond Committed package. They're out there. And it's more specific for bank, and it talks about, you know, what the bank says. You need something bearing my signature, my social, and it has specific case law for check systems. Okay, so FTC and CFPB case law here from 95, TransUnion Corp. Let's see here what we got. FTC 15 USC 41, and it talks about defamation, their negligence, their violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So it's all here in this letter. Sorry, I'm scrolling on the screen, but we get you all squared away. So if you have further questions about that, hit me up in the email. All right, ready for those credit boosts, son? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm excited for you too. I'm ready to get y'all boosted up. All right. My FICO, Tara McNeil. I saw your comment today as well. I sent you a comment back on YouTube, but she says my FICO updated today, started at 604 FICO, now at 754 and 748, waiting on Equifax to update. This was only my first round. Tara, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Congratulations, fantastic. And I'm glad that you're here, part of the Subscribe Tribe, letting everyone know what is possible, what can happen for you. Stay the course. It's going to work. You're going to get to the other side, all right? Chrissy, good question. I have a question. My credit is at 615. Okay, fair credit so far. We're gonna get you up to the 700s. I want to take out a loan, but I don't want it to affect my credit. What do I do? Okay, so you're probably gonna get one inquiry. You go to your credit union, you take out the loan, right? And it's gonna bring your score down just a little bit, the inquiry. But what you're gonna get is good on-time payment history, and it's gonna start to boost your score, right? So you don't want your score to come down. I know you don't want to, right? Now, what you could do, okay? What you could do, depending on what loan you're getting. Let me know what loan you're getting. Could get AU, right? When you have a buddy, you have a friend, right? You've got a buddy who already went through the program, got that 800 credit score. I just saw somebody recently had one of their scores was 800, and the other two were a little bit weaker. But we'll talk about that in a minute. You might have a buddy AU. You might want to buy AU, right? Maybe, depending on your loan. I don't want to push on you because I don't know if you're going for a mortgage where it's more important about primary, but if you're going for a car or something like that, let me see if you wrote more down here. Okay, great. You may not want to do that, but more primary. AU boosted up, get better terms, get that one little point. You're gonna have to come down just a little bit, and then boom, as you pay on-time paper history, it's gonna help you. Okay, it's a silly thing. The consumer side of the credit, business credit, opening up stuff and all this nonsense doesn't hurt your score. Only paying on time. Open up a credit card, but you need trade lines to boost your score, so it's part of the process. But go to the local credit union. I'm telling you, it's going to make a big difference. A lot of times they can do a soft pull and kind of see where you're at even before letting you get that hard pull, and you get the terms. You can look at your terms. Okay. Jewelry club card, a good way to rebuild credit. It can be. All right. It absolutely can be. Depends where you're at. If you have, let's say, a 615, you could potentially go for something else, like a more unsecured credit card that's like a Visa or MasterCard, right? It depends where you're at. But yes, Jewelry Club card is really good because they give you 5K right out of the gate. All right. Nice. Stevie King, thank you very much for the super chat. My wife got them old student loans that were made out in her maiden name, which at the time wasn't her correct name. They done screwed up. What's the next step? Okay, great. Exercise your equity. Send a letter asking to see that information, that promissory note with her wrong information on it. If it's not there, if they don't have it, okay, great. You can take them to court, ask for them to discharge, right? You can have it to say that it's not her name at the time. So see if it's on there like that. Make sure your credit reports are updated with her name, right? Excuse me, her name now, and the other one's off of there. And you can go through the dispute process. And this is very interesting because some names are very, very similar. I've seen juniors with their seniors, thirds when they're juniors. You know what I'm saying? They can't have different name. Everything has to be 100% accurate or it's not supposed to be there. We know this, right? Per the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So you start that dispute process. You can say unverified accounts, someone similar to me, because I don't know. Because I don't know. I don't know what you can tell. These people could tell you anything. They say, oh, they put the wrong name. Then they put the wrong social. Now they're putting in the wrong address. Now they're putting the wrong information on your credit reports. Okay? So get that information, dispute. If you find information that is different than yours, and that supporting documentation that's different than hers, and you've corrected all the names on her report, you might be able to send that in as well and show them. Be like, this is nonsense. I'll put up with no nonsense, because they got to report 100% accurate. It's not okay for them to put somebody else's name on there, because someone else probably has a similar name. I'm looking on these. I'm sure somebody has my name, right? It's not uncommon, right? Brandon's a common name. My last name's pretty common. It can happen. 100% accurate. All right, J-Rod. My mom's went from 697 to 773. Boom time, my dude. J-Rod, having a good time with your credit. Enjoy that good credit. Good to see you on the other side. All right. Does your credit repair include inquiry removal? Man of Valor. Oh, yeah, this is spaced out. Man of Valor. Yes. It is part of the process. However, many people get caught up on these hard inquiries. We want to see the bankruptcies off, right? Like we got before. If you're just joining us now or you're watching the replay or whatever, individual got their bankruptcy off, foreclosures, repossessions, right? Charge-offs, collection, medical bills, loans, big time student loans, liens, stuff like this, public records, right? The big heavy duty stuff. Yes, inquiries are part of it. Yes, we go for it, but really it is a small amount. So let's focus on the big stuff first. If you only have inquiries, then let's talk about it. And if your score is down because of the inquiries, I'm going to look at good on-time payment history as well. All right. All right. Oh, 504. All right, Hunter, not a problem. If you got it, but you lost it, no worries. Email me. All right, great. Just, send me your receipt. Sanction freeze effect credit applications usually not. Innovis could if you froze up Innovis or ARS. ARS, U.S. Bank pulls from ARS, and I believe Discover pulls from Innovis. Also, other credit card companies that you're already with may pull from Innovis to get you credit line increases. Station, you're probably okay, but they'll let you know if something happens. They'll be like, oh, we can't. It's customer service overseas. They'll let you know. Oh, okay, we don't know why, and then you'll know. Say sure. Sorry for the tardiness, but glad to be on board today's event. Good to see you, Belinda. All right, finally made it. Yes. Added her as an AU. Okay, good. Thanks for responding to my email. You're very welcome. Thanks for emailing and reaching out to me. I'm glad I can email y'all. Y'all can email me. I'll tell you what, I got some more emails to do later this afternoon. It was Saturday, so we put in some hours for the credit repair side, and then we get on a live stream, and then we do some emails. Okay? So yes, I'm glad that I could get. Whoa, filed a loan modification on a mortgage, selling the house now, but now they reporting us late. What? Not what they said they would do. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Of course. They say, oh, you'll be okay. I don't trust none of these fools. Give me tax wrong. I don't trust none of these fools. Always, always, always get it in writing. Get the person, the name that you talk to, document. I do this now for silly things. I have nothing. I mean, I had a medical, I had a medical bill. Okay. Silliness. I'm going to tell you what happened to me, and then we'll talk about this mortgage. They said, no, you're cool. You know, you'll be all fine. Your balance is taken care of. You're fine. I'm like, great. Did I believe it? No. I got that person's information, name, all this stuff. I had it written down. All of a sudden, I get a bill. I got a bill for it. All right, got a bill. They said, oh, well, you know, the coverage was a little different and this and that. And I said, okay. I had this name on this time and such. Oh, yeah, okay, well, we'll take care of this and da-da-da-da-da and all of this. That's right, because I know you fools. I know these fools. We're playing this game, right? So it's not your fault. It's not your fault. These fools who are doing your loan modification are playing games. You send them the goodwill letters. You let them know who you talk to. You can dispute it with the 609 letter. Say unverified late payment. Show them proof of your loan modification. Raise some heck, right? Go in there. Talk to them about that. Make them responsible for it. That's not what they said they were going to do. They have to hold up on it. And guess what? A verbal contract is a binding contract in many states. Take a look. None of this nonsense. They talk about the safe harbor. No. I can't do false advertising, okay? We'll talk about safe harbor in a minute. Y'all stay tuned. What is safe harbor? All right. So, Super Boss Man, have some tickets from years ago. Went to collection. They saying I owe on them. Give them or they won't give me my driving license back. When I called them, they said I owed some cash. Okay, cool. So tickets. They're probably in LexisNexis, public record. You're going to need to dispute those out of there. Also, check out CoreLogic. Make sure they're gone from there. This way, because that can mess with your insurance, okay? Your insurance, my man. All right? If there's something with the state, you might have to talk to the state and talk to them and see what they are in the court system. You can fight them tickets in the court system. Now, that's tickets, right? That's different than credit repair. It's tickets, but you can dispute your credit repair and you can go to court and you can fight these. You see these people ticket, click a minute, ticket, click it, ticket, click it. Ticket lawyers, they fight this stuff all the time. They knock that stuff out. Easy peasy. No problem. My oldest son had some outdated things on his credit over 7 years old. Do I start with them 609 letters? Yes. Using the 609 letters and underneath unverified accounts, right? You can put unverified accounts / outside statutes of limitation. Those fools will come off. I had some old stuff. I think I had something that was outside statute of limitation on there too, and that just fell off really quickly. I guess one account. I'm trying to remember some store or card or something like that. Easy, not a problem. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for signing up. Awesome Life Group, Jacob. We're excited to work with you as well. My team was in. We're in early Saturday. We take a little, we work Saturdays. Yes, okay, we work Saturdays, right? I don't know if they're putting it out, but yes, for the subscribe tribe, we work Saturdays, all right? We try to get y'all in and squared away. But you take a rest on the Lord's day, but hey, I'm still working almost every day. Okay, so we're looking forward to working with you as well. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to join the Awesome Life Group like other individuals, theawesomelifegroup.com, where we can do the work for you, find those violations, leverage that, help you potentially get deletions, help you restore and rebuild your credit, help you with primary trade lines, that kind of stuff, tell you where to go and all that education stuff. 609creditrepair.com. If you want to do it on your own, you get email support, typically with yours truly. All right. All right, a few years back, I did the unforgivable. I paid a collection agent's fee for a small medical collection. How do I get this off my report? Right now, it's the only blemish I have. Hey, no worries. We all make mistakes, not a problem. Hey, you did what you could, the absolute best, all right? Now, once it's paid, you can dispute these fools with the collection validation letters and the 609 letters to the bureau. It's not a problem. Send them letters, okay? If they're paid, chances are these fools are they're just gonna turn the little eye. They're like, oh, what is this? We don't have time for this. We already got paid. We already got our money. We don't care about verifying this stuff, right? Why would they? Why would they? Why would they keep going verify, verify, verify? And if they send you something back with your collections stuff from the collectors and it's got your medical codes and CPT codes and billing codes and what you did and IV this and IV that, and oh, he had a runny nose on such and such a day, right? Or she had a runny nose on such and such a day. They can't have any of that information without a signed HIPAA release from you. And it will say, right? It'll say something like, okay, for third-party collectors or third-party agencies to have my information that you sign away, right? But they don't have it. They don't maintain those documents. And if you ever see that on your HIPAA, you can cross that out. I've seen it. You can cross it out. You can sign it. You can, yeah, absolutely. Those are your rights. All right, Sean, dispute letter went out this morning. I'm excited for you. Pumped up. Gonna get some good results. Andrea, question. Would it be possible to do more videos about business credit? Yes. I'm glad y'all talking about this. I've been doing more research into business credit. I found more stuff. We were getting some stuff, some branding for the company for our individuals that work with us, our team members. We're getting some shirts, we're getting pins, we're getting books, we're getting Amsterdam printing, guys. It's really good on the net. It's actually a net 7, which is weird, but it is what it is. It's a vendor account, and you can get printed materials. So, you got your notebooks, your pens, your if you have t-shirts, hats, cups, whatever, and I'll have the branding for your company. It's another vendor account. It's really good. And yes, I'll make some more videos. I'll go through this week and I gotta get a whole list together of vendors for you guys. I know you're excited about business credit and it's coming to fruition. So I'm gonna get that together. All right, Alan Johnson, good to see you again, sir. Back on the live as well. Good to see you. You've been a big time subscribe tribe member. I know you've been helping out a lot of people. So good to see you, Mr. Allen. And he's going above and beyond. He's going after these fools in the CFPB and fighting them. He's doing really good. He's learned a lot. He's learned a lot, Mr. Johnson. Brian Riviera. What's up, brother? I'm a bill collector. If you have any questions, let me know. Brian, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If we do have any questions, we'll ask you. We'll get them secrets. Brian, coming over to this side. Come to this side. Help them people. Help these people. Appreciate it. All right. Because my son's credit was bad, he got ripped off by the dealership. Yeah, I know. They be putting all those inquiries on there. Snapping necks. Brian says snapping necks. We'll get them squared away. If you need help, of course, you got my email, and I can help you with them hard inquiries. Okay. Brian Riviera's questions, question marks. Okay, sorry, I gotta. Oh man, I see. This is why I need Jera to help me out with this response stuff, man. Should be up late working on her stuff. Okay, let's see here. What is an AU and how do I purchase to boost my score? Okay, AUs work like almost like primary trade lines. They're trade lines, boost your score for a period of time, about 2 months or so. After that, you'll have your own primary lines that will help maintain your own credits. Okay. Should I contact them to request my report? Yes. What is LexisNexis? And should I contact them to request my report? Yes, absolutely. LexisNexis, your own consumer report will be massive. It will have a lot of pages in there. Depends on what you have in there. You could have public records, aviation licenses, truck driver's licenses. There is a report specifically for truck drivers that I've been looking into that might help you because there's certain things for truck drivers. I don't saying you're a truck driver, but there are a few truck drivers that I work with, and they might be able to dispute negative items off of there. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, but get the LexisNexis because you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. Tickets, like we talked about, you get that stuff off, help your insurance, just like MIB. All right. Hey, buddy, glad to be in the subscribe tribe. This is Brian. Got my first round letters out. Grease letters out. Grease letters. I don't know. And letters to change address. Great. Oh, freeze letters. Got your freeze letters out. My score went up 62 points just last week. Snapping necks. Good. Got them freeze letters out and updated his address and was able to dispute negative items. All this happening. 62 points increase. That's great. Fantastic. Super boss man, you the man, Brandon. Thank you, bro. Very few like you out there, and there's very few like you guys out there. We have a few. We've got a nice handful of people here working on Saturday afternoon on their credit. There's very few people like you guys who are dedicated and motivated. You help me do what I do. I really love it. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this, hit that boop, thumbs up. This video helps you out. If you're watching the replay, thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, the bell for notifications. We're gonna do more. We'll do more here right now. So how do you increase your score 55 points? Yes. Okay. So maybe you missed in the beginning, but we're talking about an individual who boosted her score 55 points. She's on her way to 800. She's at 730 now with TransUnion. She was disputing negative items, got collections charge-offs off. And another individual was able to boost their score 160 points just from adding good on-time payment history with New Coast Direct, My Jewelry Club card, Oct Publishing, and 2 secured credit cards, and self-lender as well. I know of someone who just did self-lender and boosted 30 points. So, but everyone is different. Your mix is going to be different. High utilization is a big issue. Just pay that down, right? Or get more good available credit on there. Right. Great. Jimmy Cave putting his phone number out there. Okay. Pretty cool. You're going to get some calls, I'm sure. Okay, just out round 2, I had item removed from 1 bureau so far out of 3. That's great. Added 2 credit cards and credit builder account to start building credit. Thank you. Moving in the right direction. Excellent, Jimmy Hill. Phenomenal. You've got a deletion from 1 bureau. You can, okay, not mandatory, and they're not mandatory. They don't have to necessarily remove because another private company removed, right? TransUnion Equifax are different. What you can do is you can show proof that they're removing, that they're not able to verify, and that they're not able to verify. It's kind of a wink and a nudge and a nod, saying like, hey guys, come on, these guys can verify. I know you're using eOscar, and we got the letter. Actually, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about eOscar here. I really like this. It's a fantastic letter. You guys need to take it off, right? So you can send in deletions as well. It helps. It can help. That's part of the process. It's another little tactic, strategy, and trick and secret, right? Should I send the 609 letters to the big 3 and the creditors, or just the big 3? 609 letters are designed for the Fair Credit Reporting Act for the bureaus, all right? 6th section. So for the original creditors, you'd want to do a 623 method, all right? Also been amended by the FACTA 312, I like saying that. And you will be able to go directly with them, okay? Right to them. You also want to send out collection validation letters directly to the collectors. All right. How about I freeze? I started this last year. Okay, so you can freeze at any time. You can freeze Innovis and MIB, LexisNexis, SageStream, ARS. Okay, we have letters for that. They're similar letters because you're allowed to freeze your reports under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Something that's very interesting, screening reporters who hold data from other bureaus for evictions and your rental history and all that stuff, they're trying to say they're don't have to provide like your credit report and freeze and all this stuff. They do, right? And so if anything like on LexisNexis where they try to say, oh, we don't freeze the 3 bureaus, they don't freeze the 3 bureaus, but you can freeze them, you can suppress it, you can do a lot of stuff with all of these. They're not allowed to do, they're under the Fair Credit Reporting Act as much as they think they might be outside of it because they're smaller bureaus. No. So yes, you can freeze. Okay, Miss Priss. Okay, if you're not getting response, you need to do the non-response letter, give them due notice. If they don't respond to that, you file a complaint to the FTC, CFPB, your Attorney General in your area, your state's Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, because the CFPB is the federal one, but your state has a consumer bureau as well. And let me read to you this non-response letter so you have an idea of what you'll be dealing with. And then when they don't respond, you take them to court and all this good stuff. And it's another section 1629, Echo 8 of the Debt Collection Practices Act, okay? All right, and this goes right to Experian. It says I've enclosed a copy of the letter that I mailed to your company via certified mail, right? So you've been saying everything's certified. Please send me a copy of my updated reports with the deletions that you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. I request that you immediately delete this information from my credit reports, right? Okay. It's all there. It's a non-response letter. I sent you this letter. It's been more than 30 days. I've not received any proof. Boom. And then you start your case. Start it up. Don't let them bully you, okay? Oh, Edward. No, there should be no reason why your wife's SS should show up on your credit report as yours, okay? What they're probably doing is they scrape all this data and maybe a couple of times your social, her social on applications for a home or a car or a credit card together, something like this. And then they put yours as no, unacceptable, not acceptable. Make sure you update that, dispute that, get that off of there, okay? Because you don't want, yes, you can have joint accounts, but they're supposed to be on separate files, right? Separate files. Let's see what we got here. Collection updating with the dollar payment, but you didn't pay. That's a big time violation. Okay, they update to state. First of all, clearly that's fraudulent, right? Clearly, so complain immediately. FTC, okay, AG, CFPB, complain. Okay, now once they know that there is a violation here. We have the letter, or we have the violations all for you in the Beyond Committed package. It's called How to Sue and Win Without a Lawyer. Okay, it's the idea. Okay, now if they update from not the last date of delinquency to last date of activity, and they're making up activity, every time they do that, that's a $1,000 violation. Not one grouped up together, all this stuff. Okay, $1,000 violation every time they do it. Okay, I'm looking at it right here. So if you want to go that route, you can take them to small claims. In fact, and the reason I bring this up is because we had an individual who went to small claims and filed the stuff. It's simple. I actually saw it, right? Boom, just boop, boop, boop. It's like who you're suing, who you are, from what, and all this stuff. They called her up and like, look, we want to settle out of court. We don't want to go. They get scared. They start getting nervous. Unacceptable. They play all sorts of games. It's nasty stuff. These collectors shouldn't be doing stuff like that. It's unacceptable. And I've seen this happen before. All right, so consolidated student loan, but still got some late payments from the other ones. Should I ask for verified late payments or just verify the accounts? Great. So I've seen this. You consolidated because those were probably bad, right? Now you got late payments. If you've got a lot of late payments, right? You got a lot of lates. You can go ahead and dispute that entire account and get that nasty stuff out of there. If there's a few lates, right? It hasn't been 6 months, 8 months, a whole year. Some people don't be paying for a whole year or whatever, right? If it's just a small little tracking, Yeah, you can dispute the unverified late payments. Whatever works best for you in your scenario, in your situation, maintain good on-time payment history, because I'm telling you, you want the most on-time payment history. These fools at Fico, right? These fools, these credit reports, they want a lot of good on-time payment history. Payment history, 35%, right? So the more you can get, the better. Okay. Ooh, Experian has the wrong name. So it's somebody similar to you, right? Or not you. Not you. So anything that's connected to that name has to be removed as well. And you can update your name, and you can dispute anything that might have that name on it. All right. So yeah, okay. And they sent me a letter stating that is it. Oof. This is okay. So one of the reasons. Okay, so that K is saying they have the wrong name, and they're saying they won't change it because it's attached to account. Well, that's not you. Someone similar to me. Mistaken identity, not mine, right? That's the truth that you can put for reasons to dispute. Wrong name, not yours, and then they're saying it's an account that's not yours. No, that's not, right? So take a look at your reports, see if what that works, and it's very powerful, because they're going to have to substantiate that that's you, and they're going to have the wrong name on the wrong card with the wrong social, with the wrong address, with the wrong, has to be 100% accurate. And if they play games, keep all your stuff together, take their butts to court. It's very simple, Your Honor. And again, it's not legal advice, but this is educational information. This is probably how I would do it. I say, Your Honor, this account, somebody else's, it's got somebody else's name connected to some other address. And they'd be like, can you prove this? And they won't have no send-outs. They'll have nothing. Come right off. This is nonsense. And violation out the wazoo, okay? Right here. It's a creditor putting that on there. They report your credit history inaccurately. Defamation, financial injury, extent of damages incurred by them in federal court. This is not just a small claim, $1,000. This could be huge, big settlement for screwing that up. I'm not saying specifically, but I've seen some individuals who have gotten some settlements from creditors, original creditors like this. It's not okay. They can't do that. It's a big, big, big violation. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Sorry to harp on that, but I get pumped. I get frustrated with people that do this to my people. Okay. Andrea, TransUnion said creditors didn't send TransUnion anything. They were like, oh, sorry, we can't send you anything. We're not obligated to. Yeah, no, not okay. So what they're doing is they're parroting information from eOscar with the TransUnion. And if TransUnion, look, if the creditors didn't send them anything, how are the creditors keeping that stuff on? So you can go right to the creditor, call them 623, call them out on this, ask them for the original documents, ask them for this information, and prove. And this is what we have. You can demand an investigation from TransUnion. If you had investigated properly rather than use your eOscar system, you would have known about this unverified, negative, inaccurate account defaming my character, right? Okay, so it goes on. The most important thing is it really talks about the case law. Cushman versus TransUnion, Stephenson versus Experian, and Richardson versus Equifax, okay? Each and every time the courts ruled in what? The person's favor, saying that the credit bureaus cannot merely parrot information from the creditors, the collectors, okay? They have to do their own reasonable investigation, and using the eOscar system is not considered a reasonable investigation. Sending out a generic form through the eOscar system does not constitute and is not a reasonable investigation. I will, exercise my rights. Damages $1,000, right? So it's not okay. It's not all right. But they'll tell you whatever. They'll say whatever. All sorts of people say whatever. If you're just joining us now, if you don't recall, the individual that was dealing with their loan modification, they were told whatever. Oh yeah, no worries, we'll take care of it. You won't have no late payments. It's okay. And then what? Late payments. And then I have to deal with insurance stuff. Oh, you'll be fine. And then there's all sorts of nonsense, right? So, all right. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, James. We just talked about they will reinvestigate with they'll say all sorts of stuff. I've seen that happen. That even happened to me. Oh, remember I send a letter, boom, it's got deletion. This is nonsense. But they'll say stuff as a smokescreen. Yes, James. Yes, absolutely. We went over that. absolutely your EOSCA systems, and knocking out that negative stuff. All right, guys, I appreciate you. 609creditrepair.com, where we've got letters for you like this, okay? TheAwesomeLifeGroup.com, where we can send out letters on your behalf, all right? Potentially fine violations, help you dispute, get those negative items off, and boost your credit scores up. 55 points, 100 points. Everybody's different. We don't know. You could have amazing credit score up. 150 points, 160 points, who knows? Anyone could do it. Anyone can go there. Anyone has boosted their score. We've talked about some amazing things here today. This is phenomenal, all right? This Saturday afternoon, so I want you guys to enjoy and have a good weekend. So we're just going to do a couple more here. And you know what? It's very interesting. I think I got a question here. All right, so an individual is checking their credit monitoring score, all right, like CreditWise. I think someone actually was talking about CreditWise here. And on their CreditWise, it had a negative charge-off, but on the bureaus, when we went to the bureaus, it only said collection, right? So first of all, make sure you get very accurate credit reports when you're doing your stuff. But how would you be safe, right? How would you be safe? How would you do it? I dispute the collection and the charge-off because chances are they're probably double reporting. It usually happens that way, okay? Just knock it out. Look, the charge-off isn't there. If the collection isn't there, then fine. They might, whatever. They'll probably ignore it, will not worry about that, okay? I've had to dispute things, right? My own reports and be like, okay, cool. I'm going to have to dispute all this stuff to be safe. And what comes back is the report that they actually have, and it's been deletions, updates, all that good stuff. And that way you know, coming right from them. Sometimes it's easiest to go right to the horse's mouth and find out rather than go through a third party who may or may not be accurate, like the Credit Karmas and the CreditWises and stuff like that. We're just not 100% sure. They're good barometers. If they're free, you know, utilize what you can. No problem. My utilization is high. My credit is decreasing. I need to fix it. You can add, okay, so you're paying stuff down, great. You can add the primary trade lines, New Coast Direct, and My Jewelry Club, get you 10,000 in primary trade lines. That'll help you out and bring that utilization under control. All right. Oh, what was I supposed to do if the inquiry was supposed to be removed about 3 months ago? All right, well, you want to send out the inquiry dispute letter, or if you have that they said they were supposed to remove it, right? You have some documentation about that, send that into the bureaus and to the people who put the inquiry on there again as well. So they know you know, and if you have documentation, again, the system is there for you, right? The Fair Credit Reporting Act is there for you. So the courts are available to you. The CFPB is available to you. Okay. Especially if this is, and I don't know, I have a feeling could be a dealer, right? Or something, or somebody put an inquiry on there they weren't supposed to do. I went into a bank the other day and they were like, hey, you know, let's get your credit card and this and that. I'm like, no. And they're pushing it. They say, pushers, right? So sometimes it's scary. Sometimes people will be looking at your stuff that they're not supposed to be looking or putting inquiries on there. All right. So I need my paid off accounts off my report. Okay, George. So if they're negative and you paid them off and they've got a whole bunch of, you know, maybe they're charged off collections, like you had a bunch of lates, yes, you can use the 609 letters to dispute those and get those removed. You're absolutely okay. You're fine. You're good. And of course, if you have more questions or concerns, you can always email me. All right. Can I use Wallet Hub to check my scores? They do have your scores. Okay. Probably not the most accurate. However, if you're, you know, just trying to get things squared away a little bit in the beginning and go for it and then get your score up, so be it. That's what I did. I went to the bureaus, I got the reports, I disputed. And then when I was ready, I went ahead and got the My FICO. So I could see the good score because I was like, you know what, we got all these negative items off. Let me see where I'm at. I was pleased and I was able to, you know, go get the travel cards. So yeah, it's okay in the beginning. G. Kimbler. Sorry for joining late. Well, welcome aboard. I appreciate you. When you arrive right on time. No worries. No, we haven't really discussed eviction. This time, I got some videos on evictions, but the big thing about evictions is they got to have the substantiated information, okay? They need to have these leases, and they got to show you the truth, okay? A lot of people don't tell you that your lease has an early exit clause. They're massive. These leases are massive. I had to read my lease, look over every little thing, and I saw that there's an early exit clause. They never told me that. There's also a clause almost in every state that allows you to put your apartment up on the market. So you tell them, hey, you know, I need to get out of here. They say, okay, cool, we'll put your apartment up. You know, someone leases it, they take over your lease because they can't double enrichment, right? We've talked about. So a lot of times people will not understand that early exit clause has a cap on what they can ask for in return. So sometimes they'll say, oh, well, you know, we want them to pay all of what they owe. They're supposed to be here seven more months. We want it all. Okay? No. You are responsible for potentially 3 months, depending on what your early exit clause is. That's what I've seen on some 3 or 4 months. Okay. So they will have to have in writing that whether or not you are, oh, sublease. Okay, great. Sublease. Okay, we're gonna get into that. So sublease, you have to have an agreement with the subleasee, right? And it should be notarized. I actually had a sublease with an individual for a period of time for a space, and it was very specific, and you want to make sure, so they have to have both of those, right? So they got to have both of these, and it depends on who's putting on there. So if it is those people, the apartment complex, right, and they have this information and it's all notarized and everything, they have to show how much you are to owe if you were to be removed from the place, if it's a true eviction, or if you just left early. They're different classifications, because if you are actually had a notice to vacate or quit, right, and you have to leave, then they have to show, okay, well, if that happens, then you potentially forfeit this, or you potentially forfeit that 3 month of rent we gave you, or you're going to owe this. They have to have all that documented in there. It's crazy, right? But if you leave early, then it's like, okay, well, we classified it as an eviction, which they're not really supposed to do, but okay, maybe we did, or it's a collection or whatever. And it actually says, okay, you owe 3 months rent or 4 months rent or whatever. Okay, they have to have all that. The collector has to have all that stuff. And then on top of that, has to report it properly. And we know how to dispute it out of LexisNexis, Core Logic. Those are where the evictions typically sit, okay? If you go to apply for something and they're letting you know, hey, there's something on here, ask what bureau they're looking at so you know what's there to dispute, okay? All right. Sorry, there's somebody else. All caps, all cap locks. So also, let me give you my email so I can follow up. Sorry if the typing is loud, guys. You can dispute the eviction, 609 letters, write to CoreLogic, LexisNexis, the bureaus. Sometimes they're in other things too, but they'll usually fall off if they come off of the bureaus because the other guys are actually scraping data. So screening reports, let me give you this. If you were denied an apartment recently that used screening reports, they have to, by law, give you your free report so you can take a look and you can dispute negative items out of there, okay? Brandon, can you dispute a BK that's 3 months old? Yes, more than likely you can, but it needs to have gone through its full discharge period. So if you're in the process of doing it and it's on there and you haven't gotten that little letter saying everything is discharged, you just want to wait for that. Other than that, you're good to go, okay? You are good to go, absolutely, all right? Protected. Are you saving this broadcast? Because I don't know if you responded to me. Okay, are you saving? Oh, that's what it is. So I got all caps. Are you saving this broadcast? Yes, this live will be up. Will be up later. You can watch the replay. Your phone died. No worries. Oh, some people are watching me on mobile. I appreciate that as well, wherever you are. Fantastic. Yes, you can watch the replay. I appreciate it. If you're watching the replay, hit the subscribe button, the bell for notification. Give this video a thumbs up. It's helping you out. Okay. Home bias clause as well. That's right. Hey, that's right. 504. That's right. This is interesting because I haven't gone that route, right? I'm still in an apartment, which is cool. No worries. But yeah, if you're buying a home, there actually might be a home buyer's clause. There's an individual who was moving out and he just signed a lease and was like, hey, I'm buying a home. And we're like, what? That's crazy. But yeah, there are some home buying clauses in there. See what your lease says. It's so crazy because we sign these big old contracts with no lawyer and all that stuff around, and you don't really know. You have to sit there, and it's huge. Stuff's huge. Brad, what's the best travel cards? Which one you prefer? You know, I like the whole American Express family, guys. So when you guys have business, okay, when you're doing business and personal and all that good stuff, Amex is really cool because it all goes into one pool for your travel reward points. It's very cool. Chase. Rewards points are very cool too. The only problem with them is they have that 524 rule. So if you've applied for more than 5 cards within a 2 years period, they won't approve you for their upper echelon cards. That came out later in that mild travel hacking game. It came out later. So I had already, gotten some cards. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm sticking to the Amex family, and they're pretty cool. I like them. Capital One is also really cool, 2 times points on everything. And they also have a cool cashback card, that Quicksilver with that Sam Jackson on the commercial. Good to see a brother holding it down, right? But it's a great card, 1.5% back cash. Cashback cards are also really good. And depends on what your needs are for where you're flying. But Southwest has a pretty cool deal where you can travel, the U.S., and they're pretty lenient about stuff too. They let you cancel and get your points back. They let you cancel and get your money back, refund. They're really cool. Delta and American Airlines have good credit cards as well, but it depends where you want to go, where you want to travel. You want to travel overseas, you might need a big, something like American or Delta or something like that. But Amex is really cool because you can buy Delta with them. All right. George A. Yes, George. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I think we went over some of your, right? Went over your questions. Got you, George. Got you, brother. Hey, don't stress it. If you need to, you can email me, George. All right, typing it loud. All right, cool. For 1 venture, 2 times points. Yeah, they're really good. I'm going to require background check and credit report if I get married. Jimmy, that's good. That's funny stuff, man. Yeah, it'd be pretty good. Protected. You're interested in our company doing the work for you, okay? 95% of my credit reports are very, very old, okay? Yeah, sure, not a problem. Let me just give you my email, and we can for this, guys. Okay, sorry. Into the hour. In there. Oh, Crystal, I'm on my 3rd round and over $50,000 in collections removed. Up 180 points in 78 days. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal, Crystal. Phenomenal. Appreciate you being part of the subscribe tribe and helping us out, showing people that they can do it as well. 609creditrepair.com, or we can do it for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. This is phenomenal. Thumbs up for Crystal. Appreciate you. Crystal, I'm aggressive. Good to see. Good to hear. Jimmy saying congratulations, Crystal. Protected says thanks. Good. Crystal's bankruptcy has gone to phenomenal work. This is amazing. That's great. Good to see you coming in right at the... Couldn't have done it without you. The fantastic, Crystal. It's fantastic. Appreciate you guys. I got to dismiss BK on my report. Okay. Jay Kimbler. Got dismiss BK. No problem. We got special dismiss BK letters just for you. Just for you. And everybody else. Everybody else can get these as well. Don't worry. You can get them at 609creditrepair.com, or we can do this work for you, okay? So dismiss BK is very important because it's not fully adjudicated and there was no date of relief for you, okay? So under section 1681, it's very clear about when this must be reported, okay? So, all right, you filed adjudication, you were given relief, we put it on there. That's when it says potentially it could be on there if 100% accurate from the courthouse, which is something else that we've talked about, and that's why bankruptcies are off, and this is why Crystal's able to get her bankruptcy off and all that good stuff, right? However, dismiss BK, we play it a little differently. And what we do here is we let them know that we know that it's dismissed and that the court isn't even 100% maintaining this information because it was dismissed and no longer exists in the eyes of the law. This case filed may never have actually been adjudicated. You have no right to maintain information which the government has deemed non-existent. It is only fair that in accordance with section 1618, of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You delete this from my credit report and send me an updated report immediately. I got pumped up about it, okay? We'll also talk about that we know the fact that they use Pacer's system, that Pacer is not 100% accurate, doesn't provide full socials, as that would be a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act and privacy laws, okay? So all that is available to you. They need to very quickly and rapidly get those dismissed BKs off. I'm gonna give you my email if you need more help with that, okay? I'm trying to see, G. Kimbler, okay? All right, fantastic. James, thank you very much. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Very, very nice. Okay, just want to get on here. Like Crystal said, just want to get on here, let everybody know the good news. You have a good day. Oh, you're poolside, so I must be going on my way. Crystal, thank you so much for jumping in. Enjoy your pool. Enjoy your Saturday afternoon. I'm sure everybody pretty soon is going to be going and enjoying their Saturday afternoon. We're going to do a few more minutes, guys. I just want to let you know that I really appreciate you all coming on board on a Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon, whenever we do these during the week, watching the videos, being a part of the subscribe tribe, letting people know that they can do it as well on their own, sharing information here, sharing your great stories. We look forward to more testimonials and video testimonials and reviews, helping you guys out. You have my email, all right? We're helping you get those repos off, boost your score, hundreds of points, get those bankruptcies off, get this negative stuff off. We're going to do some more stuff. Hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. We're going to do some more stuff on business credit. I know you guys are interested in business credit. I know you guys want to be entrepreneurs. You want to move from being in the 9-to-5 to having your own companies. It's going to be phenomenal for you. So we're going to do some more. Okay. What methods would you say could score up even further? Okay. So amongst disputing your negative items, on-time good, on-time payment history is important, right, Carla? It's very, very important. Selflender.com. I know people probably like it's not the coolest vibes thing, right? Secure loan, but that will boost your score, all right? And I'm not sure where you're at right now, where your utilization is, or what negatives on there. I know you're doing a consolidation. That what negative items do you have? What collections? What do you have? Medical bills? Do you have what else is on there that we can dispute and attack? Want to attack and dispute this stuff and get this stuff out of there, all right? Get those negative items off, get that score up, and get the good on-time primary trade lines on there. Blast the inquiries. All right. So did you approve them to blast your credit like that? No. Most people don't even know they're doing it. They don't even know they're doing it. There isn't a specific disclosure for multiple inquiries. Okay. So they try to blanket it. They try to put it and say, oh, well, yeah, you gave us, well, this is why we don't go to the lender. We do not utilize the lender we do not utilize them for lending. It's like the fox guarding the hen house, right? We don't do that. Or would you go to the people that are going to charge you interest? It doesn't make no sense, right? So freeze up stage stream tends to help. Send the inquiry removal directly to the bureaus and to the people that put it on there. Yeah, that's right. You're going to have to hunt down some of these banks and see if they have that information. First of all, after 90 days, they usually purge documents. Prior to that, they probably don't have it because the dealership is the one that's saying, oh, yeah, well, we have the permissible purpose, da, 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 da. Yeah, but they're not running it, are they? They're having different banks do it. They're not a bank, right? So you put in your information, you ask under 1681, section 604 is for credit inquiries, and we have that in the Beyond Committed package, okay? We also do some of that work as well if you need us to, but we found that it's pretty doable on your own. So if you really need us, we're here for you. But let's see here. Let me read this to you so you get an idea. No proof I initiated such inquiries nor written authorization and have failed to provide any permissible purpose. Okay. According to Section 604 of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you need permissible purpose. All right. It goes on 1681, of course, is our big boy. Promptly delete. Right. The 1681 is the one that always says if you can't provide it. Okay, so we have all of that for you. 609creditrepair.com and our Beyond Committed package. All right. Jeremy Clunch. Jeremy, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate you. Whoa. Okay, on Capital One collections, but I paid it off fully. Then intentionally overpaid. Okay, overpaid by a few $100, $187. I wanted to know if any of my credit would be affected by an impositive will. Okay, that's interesting. So you can prove it's paid. Send that in to Capital One, send it into the collector, dispute it, and have that stuff come off. And yeah, it will definitely positively affect you. And if you overpaid, they got to send you a check. Okay, they can't keep that money either. You ever have like a balance where maybe you get some cash back or something, and now all of a sudden they owe you some money and they send you the check because they won't hold it for an extended period of time. You will get that check. So that's man, they're playing games. Okay, sorry to hear that. Okay, let me see. Jeremy Clonch, I wanted to see if you had a question here. Maybe not. Just a super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right. Open an office in Alabama. Yeah, maybe I need to expand. Maybe I should expand. I appreciate you guys being here. We've done a phenomenal job today. I want you guys to go enjoy your weekend, all right? What you got Saturday afternoon, you got Sunday, all day. Have a good time. I'm going to be signing off here. I want y'all to hit that subscribe button, the bell for notifications, hit that thumbs up if you're watching the replay and all this good stuff. We're going to do some more content. We're going to have some more stuff on business credit, all sorts of phenomenal things. So guys, I really appreciate you. Until I see you in person, you know where I'll see you, all right? I'll see you on the other side. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.